Jonah, another week, another Atomic AMA, and it's been a very busy week on Wax. A couple of days ago, we heard that there is a WAX-BSC bridge coming, and that sounds like a great development for the Wax blockchain.
Yeah, it does really sound like a great development. It sort of shows that the reach of Wax is going outside of just our own ecosystem and sort of people outside are noticing. And in this case, like the Binance guys or the BSC and yeah, I don't know, like I feel like a bridge and just whatever can connect the Wax ecosystem to other ecosystems is really beneficial. I mean, for both ecosystems really, but also for Wax then, of course. Just like it will allow new people to experience Wax, it will allow new people to see what Wax is all about. And I think what we have here on Wax is very much competitive in the sense that when people see it, they will understand that it's pretty good and probably stay.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's a huge move. We heard about the ETH virtual machine a couple of months ago. An ETH bridge, and now we've got a BSC bridge going. So yeah, I think the next couple of months are going to be incredibly exciting for the space.
They are.
So, what have we been working on this week?
So we've been continuing to work on some things that we've already been working on for a while. Biggest one being the NFT Creator still. Quite a lot of creators have seen it in like the beta version, and we're continuing to make improvements to where we can hopefully release this. Not too far in the future. This year should really be the goal, I think. We've begun sort of laying the groundworks, or we've begun on the groundworks for multi-language support, where we definitely want to support Russian and like Chinese as additional languages on Atomic Hub, and then in the future perhaps even more. But these are sort of the highest priorities with large user bases that don't have, or like most of them don't have great English understanding. So I think if we offer like proper translations, proper localization, that could be pretty helpful. We're also laying the groundworks for some like color scheme changes. We'll definitely stick with our dark blue orange scheme, like that theme. That's pretty clear. But then we also want to have the ability, at least at some point, to support maybe a light mode where it's right now it's dark mode. I personally like the dark mode. I know a lot of the people like dark modes, but some people like light modes as well. So we want to be able to offer that, and that's sort of what we've begun just from the code perspective, laying the groundworks for. And then also on the design page, I think, or like on the design side, I mentioned this last time, we made good steps there, where we actually have a design for a new collection page complete, which is now going to the dev team and shouldn't take long to implement, only a couple of weeks really. Starting some new designs. We actually had a small survey in the Discord about like our current profile page, where we got plenty of interesting responses. So thanks to everyone that responded there. It really helps paint the picture for us. So and helps us know what we need to focus on. So that's humming along, and no major releases this week, but good progress, I say.
Yeah, for sure. And we've been working on some of these sort of UI changes for a while, and I can't wait to see them go live. They just look superb, and I think the community is going to love them. So let's go into some community questions as always. So one question we've got in the Discord is whether we're going to be supporting blends in any particular capacity.
Yes, we do want to support that. It's, as with a lot of things, it's not it's not quite as easy, but we already have blends. We call them crafting or trade ups on Atomic Hub, but really call them whatever you like. It's really just throw some NFTs in, get something back. And we already support that for some of like the custom collections, or like not custom collections, but the collections where we set it up in a custom way for them. Like we have Blockchain Heroes upgrades, we have Colonized Mars upgrades, we have for all the R2 collections, we have plenty of upgrades. So this exists already, but it exists only in a way where we can set it up manually, not in a way where anyone else can just set it up through an interface or something like this. So we sort of see this as a progression of like, we want to finish the NFT creator, then we want to start working on a pack creator, And then after that, sort of the blends would probably be the next thing that we could then work on. So it will still take a while, that's for sure, but it's on our roadmap.
Oh, I'm sure that there will be many creators and collectors really that are very excited to hear that. So another question we got in the Discord, we got it a couple of times yesterday in particular, is auto approving. So typically when you go to a website for the first time and you have to log in with your Wax wallet, the first time you have to sign a transaction, it will say, do you want to auto approve these transactions in future? People are wondering if there's a way to sort of revoke that or to reverse it. Is that possible?
Yeah, this and I mean, actually multiple wallets offer this, but when people ask about this, they most likely mean the cloud wallet. But yeah, if you just log into your like cloud wallet on the main cloud wallet page, which is I think wallet.wax.io, you log in there, then you have like the small settings thing on the bottom right, and then there you have I think account security, where you can then see all the authorized apps and can also revoke the access.
Fantastic. So the last community question, it's one that's got quite a bit of traction both on over on Twitter and via our feedback site as well, is the way we handle showing the USD value of NFTs on the website. Some people think we should definitely always show the USD values. Some people think we definitely shouldn't. What's our stance on that?
Yeah, I know that some people have sort of strong opinions on that. Admittedly, probably the majority doesn't really think about it too much, but I know that it's relevant for some. So our thinking behind this, I mean, everyone probably knows this. So we always display the wax price first, but then we also display the US dollar price at like the current exchange rate as well. I think this is pretty important. It's pretty important, especially when you're sort of onboarding mainstream users that aren't really into the wax space yet. They maybe if we wouldn't display it at all, they just come there, they see 50 wax. Like, what does that mean? They don't know. They have to search for it. Maybe they don't even search for it. They don't understand, and then they leave the site. So I think it's pretty much a necessity in a way, especially for something like Wax, where people maybe don't know what it is as much as with Ethereum, for example, that we also display an exchange rate so that people actually get this context if they're not aware. And then there's also this thing of should we encourage users to list their sales in like a USD equivalent, or should they list it in Wax? And really that's hard for us to answer. We do see sort of this US dollar equivalent as being healthy, just in the sense that maybe not all users want to be exposed to the volatility of the Wax price, where they can then just choose a US dollar price and that's it. But really, we want to give the option to everyone, like, to make their own choice. That's why it's been important to us to have like a sort of default setting that you can very easily choose. So it's not like we force you to do it one way, and then if you don't want that, you have to change it every time. You just change it to, like, do you want to list it in Wax? Do you want to list it in US dollars? That's just your choice. You set it once, and then that's it. You don't have to worry about it anymore. And I feel like that's probably the best way, where we don't enforce any one view, but just let users choose.
Yeah, absolutely. I think giving users the choice at the end of the day is, I mean, we're all about giving the community what they want and giving the users the choice that the choices for various things on the website. So that works perfectly well, especially at the moment with the price of Wax sort of swinging multiple cents a day. It also allows any collector to sort of have a better idea of exactly at that moment what is the real USD price of the NFTs they're holding. So yeah, wonderful. Well, thank you once again, Jona, and I will see you next week.
Yeah, see you then.